And yesterday I had to miss. I had a couple of construction projects. One started really early, and then the second one took me throughout the day. But glad to join you today. Did already one construction project today, so it's off to a great start. We have an absolute beautiful day today. Over the next week, I'm going to be joining you from a vacation spot with my parents and my sister and brother-in-law and my brother. And my parents wanted just us kids to be able to get away and spend a week together, relaxing and playing some games and just enjoying our time together. We're really looking forward to that. So appreciate your prayers as we travel. And I will certainly do my best to share some time with you through the week and give you a little update as to how things are going on our little vacation. John chapter 17, looking at verses 22 to 24, we're looking at Jesus' high priestly prayer and how he prayed for his disciples, how he prayed for those who had been entrusted to him. And then I'm asking us to glean principles as to how we should be praying for our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, and so on. Even praying for those that may be entrusted to us through employment or various other means. It's just a good example of how to pray for those entrusted to us. And Jesus says in verse number 22, "And the glory which thou gavest me, I have given them." In other words, this accurate picture of who you are. Christ is really saying who we are as the Godhead. I have given that accurate picture to them, that they may be one even as we are one, or accurately reflect who we are. I in them and thou in me, that thou may be made perfect in one, that they may be perfect in one, and that the world may know that thou hast sent me and hast loved them as thou hast loved me. Father, I will that they also, whom thou hast given me, be with me where I am, that they may behold my glory which thou hast given me, for thou lovedst me before the foundation of the world. Jesus is saying, my desire is for them to be with me. Of all things, to pray for our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. We should be passionate about praying that they will have an eternity in heaven with us, with God, that they may come to an accurate and right and proper view of Jesus, that we may understand the importance of God's design, and everything that he designed is centered around his son, Jesus. And that the better we know Jesus, the better they know Jesus, the better they will understand the design of God and fulfill their roles and responsibilities within those designs. But when they're accurate, when they're ignorant, or they do not have an accurate picture of Christ, they're confused about their roles and responsibilities. Sometimes naive about their roles and responsibilities. I cannot tell you the number of times through 35 years of ministry in the pastorate of one sort or another that people would come to me about questions in parenting or marriage or the Christian life. And literally, they were just absolutely ignorant of what God had designed. What was it that they were supposed to be doing? And I'm not saying they get a pass for that, because God revealed it all to us in his word and gave us his Holy Spirit to understand it. But I will say that we have a lot of people in the world who just don't know. And the reason is because they're not putting themselves in a position to know, or they don't have somebody like a caring parent or a loving grandparent who is going to be willing to teach them, somebody who's willing to show them, to instill in them the importance of knowing Jesus and knowing him appropriately and accurately. And so I think with all the other things that we've been talking about, maybe the very basic thing is to pray that our children, our grandchildren, our great grandchildren will be in heaven with us, and that they might be able to experience the fullness of God's love, the fullness of God's plan for us, and the eternity He desired to spend with us from the very beginning. And so, as we think about it today, as we go through today, maybe just periodically say, Lord, help my children, my grandchildren, my great grandchildren to be with us in heaven one day, and help me to be an instrument to help point them that way. God bless you. I hope you have a great day. I'll look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.